Alright, guys, welcome to episode 2 of the No Name Crew podcast, where we talk about essentially all gaming that we've been doing, mostly Destiny. But this week we talk about the new Warmind expansion, the This Week at Bungie blog post, and games that we're currently playing. So, God of War and Far Cry 5. Um, I'll I'll have I am joined today with Juan Kalau. I am just the IT guy and 185, and let's turn it over to them right now, as they're already talking. All right, dudes, we are live. So who's going first?
I'll go. My name is I'm just the IT guy. Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi everybody. My name is Juan Kalau.
And this is 185. What's up?
All right. So a lot of news came out today, Destiny related. Bungie had that stream on Tuesday for the next expansion, which is the Warmind.
Mm-hmm.
Now I missed it because I was at work, but you guys caught the stream, you said?
Yeah, I was at work hiding, watching the stream.
Yeah, I watched it during my lunch break at work also.
So what was like
I
the
got
big
to watch
things?
a little bit of it.
Yeah, what was the big things that, or kind of a recap of what they talked about?
Okay, so they are doing a lot of exotic weapon changes. They introduced a new game mode called, I forgot what it's called. What is that game mode called?
Escalation Protocol
Yeah, it's kind of like a Prison of Elders horde type of thing.
with kind of like a Oryx mixed into it also as well.
Yeah, Core of
Like the
Oryx.
Court of
You have
Oryx.
to do some.
I was gonna say, is it like that Rise of
puzzles.
Iron thing where you what is that? Where you go into that one room and just enemies just keep spawning up until a boss comes up?
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah,
pretty much-
Archon Force
Yeah.
and Prison of Elders, because you get a boss every.
Well, you got a boss on
Every-
Archon's Forge too, depending on which kind of token you give.
Yeah, but this one is that you get 7 levels. Yeah, 7 or 5.
Oh, so yeah, so
Seven.
like Prison of Elders, where it's like, okay,
So it's 7 levels, and then every I think at the third mark and the fifth mark, you're gonna get a reward.
Yeah, 3,
And
5,
then-
and 7.
Yeah, and then at 7 they're gonna rotate. They're gonna rotate a boss that is gonna drop something just from that place, like
Is
a
it-
gun or armor.
is it a 3-man
Haven't-
fire team still, or 6?
I saw on the stream, I saw 6 people, but I don't know if it was just
Or
because
was it like a public event type thing or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
kind
public
of like a
event.
public event. So I think it's only going to be like 3-man fire team, and then the reason why we saw 6 people, it was like the 3 members of the current fire team, and then the other 3 were kind of like blueberries, actually joined in together also as well in the same session. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be more like a public event kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll be able to start it from the public space.
Yeah, correct.
And you can join if somebody else started. You can join them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but you
also,
can't start it. You can't start it until you finish the campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So do you need like tokens to start it, like, or is it just one of those?
No, you just go there and just a place and just tells you to start.
Nice. I saw the cinematic trailer, so this one's going to focus on what, the Ana Bray?
Yeah. So they're gonna focus on the Warmind. Clovis Bray was the corporation that made the
Exos?
Warmind, the Exos, like everything that had to do with technology, they made. And I don't know, it's supposed to be a big secret in there that she discovered. You know, like in the trailer, there's like a big thing at the end. Some people are thinking that is the. There's a strike that is only for place. There's a strike that is gonna be that is no Chris. Remember no Chris from Destiny 1? Like,
I don't remember that. I remember all the people online talking, or the what do you call it? The other podcast I listened to. I remember them talking about it and saying it was in D1, but I played all of Taken King. I collected every single, not piece of Siva, but calcified fragments or whatever. I don't remember that being brought up.
no, he was just in like a mission that you were in the Dreadnought, and there were like 3 statues, and he was
Oh,
Oryx,
yeah, to scan the
Crota,
statues.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
no Chris, and then the ghost says, "Oh, no Chris, I don't know who that is. It's not in the database or something."
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that.
So they're saying that there's some people that are pissed, like, because it's just kind of like if it's just a strike, because they hyped it up like to be like a god, kind of like Oryx. And if it's just
Yeah.
a strike, then people are gonna be pissed. He's supposed to be like a whole expansion, but
Or even like a raid boss or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna be in the lair.
That could be.
Yeah, I tweeted, what's his name? Deej, like a month ago when he said, "Oh, any questions you have about Warmind expansion or whatever, just tweet us." And I tweeted him, like, will there be another raid layer? Because they never specifically stated that. Well, I mean, at least like a month ago or something. And he never tweeted me back. I mean, I'm sure he gets a million tweets, so I wasn't like thinking anything. But I was thinking like either I asked a question he didn't want to answer, or he was just too busy to see it
Could
or
be one of
whatever.
two things.
How
Right.
dare Deep's not answer?
No, I don't care. Like, big of a deal. I was just saying, like, if by him not answering, that kind of made me think that they didn't want to talk about it, so therefore there probably wasn't one.
Oh, true.
Well,
I
I
thought I
think
heard somewhere else that there is one.
Yeah,
now.
I think, but I could be mistaken. I think they might have like mentioned it in the stream. Like, there's
we
gonna
really
be a
shouldn't
red layer.
be expecting like a raid or raid layer every expansion though. I mean, look at Destiny 1 was like House of Wolves didn't have a raid besides Prison of Elders, but
Yeah, I know, but that's the reason that they're raid layers, because they wouldn't have to spend as much time making them.
Correct.
So that's why we were okay with them, because it was only going to be for the expansions, and then hopefully whatever comes out in September is going to have a full-blown new raid, and we're not going to go back to the Leviathan.
no. September is going to be a new, essentially a new storyline.
So
and new raid, hopefully.
Now is that do you guys think that storyline's gonna, pretty much follow the same timeline that we're actually going through now, or is it gonna be
Which
entirely
storyline? The one,
different?
the Warmind, or the one in September?
The one in September.
Probably. I mean,
The one in September, what they're saying is the those triangles.
oh yeah,
You know what? And then that the bit where the traveler actually like has this massive explosion, right, and goes into like the darkness in the universe or whatever, and it wakes up these triangle kind of looking figures.
well they
I thought
teased that in Destiny 1, so
Oh, okay.
that's years in the making. They've put like little hints and stuff about whatever those things are in Destiny 1.
Oh wow.
Like, I think there, I don't know what lore I was or theory I was watching on YouTube, but there's a bunch of them that says, the stranger in Destiny 1, that's who she says the real enemy is.
Oh, okay.
I saw they're saying that those guys, those triangle things, are a new race that is kind of like a shadow, like smoke kind of thing, like a figure like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it's a new race, then it's gonna be cool. We need a new race.
Do we?
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably get away without, with all that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Destiny really is not gonna matter for me whether or not they have a new race or not.
Somebody leaving and coming back.
That's one. He says he can't hear us. Say something.
Hey, when you there? Can you get us?
He's having technical issues.
Yeah, he is.
All right, hold on. All right, can you hear us now, dude? You still can't hear us.
No. Yeah, I don't think so either.
What about now?
When you're there?
I'm here, but I don't know why.
There he is. I heard him right now.
I don't hear him.
No?
Yeah, I don't either. Something might be wrong with his phone or PC.
I don't know.
Fred, can you hear? Fred, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Loud and clear.
But anyway, the thing that I'm most excited over is Masterworks for the exotics and the changes to the exotics. Those are
I
gonna be cool.
still don't know like how really like master works. You know, how that whole mechanic work yet.
For exotics?
No, just in general. You know how they have it for some like for some weapons and whatnot right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like for right now, like the Masterworks, it's pretty much with the current loot system that they have in game right now,
Mm-hmm.
where it either favors Crucible or PVE kind of like
Yeah,
environments.
yeah. So I mean, the only thing I've seen so far in one of my guns is just it creates more
creates
orbs.
orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I think they were talking about actually like doing something similar, but to the exotics as well, but add like a little bit extra twist to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the weapon. I think it was going to be like weapon specific.
Really? Huh.
Oh, now I hear somebody.
There you go.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, he's back. Hey.
He took long enough. I'm just kidding.
I had to reset my phone. I shut my phone off and reset it.
But yeah, we were just talking about like the masterworks and how they work and everything.
Yeah, that was actually kind of interesting. So is the Masterworks like more better stuff on top of the changes that they're making, or are the changes they're making only going into effect if you get the Masterwork?
No. The changes are gonna happen no matter what.
Okay, cool.
The
the
Masterwork
Masterwork
is
is
just
like,
gonna add stuff to it. So the there's like one that is if you for the Vigilance Wing, the Masterwork's gonna make it like full auto, so it's gonna be crazy powerful.
That thing melts
wow.
now, man.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but sometimes full auto lowers the rate of
Accurate.
fire for something, whereas you can pull your trigger faster.
True.
Oh yeah.
This is true. 'Cause remember those like slow firing pulse rifles in D1? I remember just like a lot. I can pull the trigger faster when those things had the full auto perk on them. Like it's
Yeah,
a
I
bonus
was gonna
perk.
say it's like the Darkest Before right now, the Trials Pulse
Yeah.
from season 2. It has full auto, but I could pull the trigger faster than it'll shoot if I just hold the trigger down.
Mm.
What else are they changing as far as I heard something about clan engrams that they're not going to be as high level.
Oh yeah, you're not going to get Trials or Raid clan engrams anymore. And
Oh, so they're doing away with that?
Well,
yeah,
I
they're
think
doing
they
away
want to
with
do that because people in clans were just like that weren't able to do the raid.
Yeah,
we're
they
still
weren't
able
participating.
to. They were still able to get the gear like that. That ruins the grind, because people are like, oh,
Yeah.
well, what's the point of me running this raid if I already have the gear for it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Yeah,
then
which
they
is
said
similar.
that it was only going to go up to like 340, so it's not going to be one of the weekly things that gives you max light gear.
What's the new max light?
It's going to be 385 if you put a +5 mod on everything.
Wow.
Damn.
So they said that the clan engrams will go up to 340 with no problem.
Mhm.
But I mean, am I wrong, Juan? They said something about it. Maybe it'll go up by 1 light or something. Like whereas in D2, when you got a clan engram, I remember in the beginning they were only 10 light, and then I guess they said that was a bug and they fixed it.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like if you were 320, you would still get a 330 thing from it. So like I wasn't sure if they were stating that you'll only get something that's one light above the light you are. Like it's not going to be as easy to shoot up to max light anymore. Is the overall thing, but they made it sound like 340 would be easy to get to, which it's like, well, who cares? It's like we're at 335 right now. Like why is 340 easy to get to? But that it wouldn't go higher than that. Like in order to get higher than the 340 stuff, you have to do the other weekly stuff, like Raid, Trials, Iron Banner, Nightfall.
Yeah, Trials.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who knows if they're going to take like the heroic strikes out, or if they're going to take that. What's the public event thing we do every week? That they're going to take
Flashpoint. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're going to
Flashpoint.
take that out.
Really? Why?
No, I don't know if they're going to take those things out.
Oh,
Like,
I
I
was
don't know
gonna-
what items will go up to. It's just Clan Engrams won't anymore. is what
Gotcha.
happened.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
As I'm saying, Mike, I like doing Flashpoint. Gives you a reason to patrol and do those public
yeah,
events.
to go to those.
Yeah,
Yeah, to go to those
locations.
planets again.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing that I heard was the whole ranking system.
Well, yeah, we're going to get private matches.
Private matches, but there's gonna be like a time, like a time put in. There's a rank for how much time you've played, and your skill rank. And
There's going to be two different ranks. There's going to be one that goes by your wins
Mhm.
and your losses, which it could go down if you get losses.
Right, that's your
Mhm.
skill rank.
And then there's going to be another one that just goes up as you play.
Yeah, so that's
Obviously, more kills, more wins will be like more higher score or whatever.
right.
But,
Well, a lot
and
of
I
people
forgot
were
what they
just
called
like,
them. It was like
Glory and
something
Glory
else.
and
Yeah.
Valor.
yeah,
Valor
glory and
Valor.
valor,
Is the one that matters, and Valor is the
the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Valor is a progression rank that goes up as you complete matches. So winning helps you move up faster, but there's no loss penalties. Versus
Okay.
Glory, there's a progression rank earned in the competitive playlist only. And that goes as you win matches as well, but you also lose points when you lose matches.
Oh my God, we're gonna be back to kids asking,
Dude, like,
talking about their elo.
Dude, for real. That's exactly what I thought.
See, I understand making something harder to get, but you should be able to get it if you just like instead of doing it that way, they should do it like play 250 or 500 Crucible matches.
no,
Like,
but
whereas- because now, like if you and your buddies that you play with aren't good, and you lose a lot, now you don't have a chance at that gun.
Yeah, I mean
Like, that
that's
doesn't-
how Destiny 1 was. You know how many Trials weapon I missed out on Destiny 1 because I was
Yes.
never
No,
good at
but
Trials.
that's trials though. That's different. Like I don't think that they should make something so out of reach. I understand making it harder to get, but it shouldn't be where it's completely out of reach.
I mean,
I think
then just
it's
put it in
good.
trials.
If
Like,
you're
just
not
put it in
good,
trials then.
yeah,
if you're not good, you don't deserve that weapon.
yeah, that's I agree with that 100%. If you want to get good and get that weapon, you got to work for it, and you have to get better.
But
at the
you
game.
can't single-handedly. You have to not only be good, but you have to have 3 good players on your team too. It's not about one guy being good on your team for you to get a win.
Yeah, man,
One
that's-
guy could be good on your team and get a super high KD or efficiency or whatever they call it in D2,
Mhm.
Well,
where
that's
you go 3.0, 5.0. But if your teammates aren't as good as you, then you're not going to win the game.
That's what That's what the clans are for. You and your clanmates have to legitimately get good at the game.
I don't know. I just think that that's wrong to have to rely on.
Nah, I mean,
Like, yeah, sure, it's great for all the streamers and YouTubers and, what do you call that? Professional video game players.
Yeah,
But
you-
I just think to make something like that hard and that ridiculous, if it's going to be like that, then just put it that you have to go flawless to get it,
yeah.
as opposed to you have to win 1,000,000 games in competitive or however many.
I mean,
you gotta win.
it's the same concept because you know how many people never went flawless on D1. I'm one of those people. And
No, I know.
And it's like, it's not completely out of reach, and it's doable if you put the time in, and have the skill set. So I'm not mad about it. Yeah, whatever. It's a weapon that I'm not gonna get, or it's gonna be hard for me to get, but it gives people something to work for.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I just think that they need to make things not necessarily impossible to get, for people who aren't as good. Like, yeah, if you're awful and you never play Crucible, okay, you're not going to get that gun. Like, that makes sense to me. But if you're not super bomb and but you play a lot, especially with your friends because you enjoy playing with your friends, then I think if you play enough, you should be able to get it.
That's Valor. That's Valor, and Valor has also rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the one gun that everybody's going to want that they obviously showed off.
Yeah, but
that's what I was kind of like unclear about. Like, I wonder if there's specific guns or weapons like one is talking about in the Valor rank versus the Glory rank.
Yeah, well, they just showed that one gun, and they said it's like the top reward for season 3 or something.
No, there's that gun. No, that's not the top. That's the 40%. Like, you are gonna be at the 40%. So if you let me see if I can pull up the.
Well, they made it sound like you had to hit a certain rank in the competitive playlist that you can only hit with wins. Like, that's the only way you get that rank to go up is if you win games.
I'm sure
and then it'll go down if you lose, as opposed to not getting anything for losing. You're going to get negative for losing.
Yeah, but you hold on. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels to this. The first one is Guardian. That's how you start. Brave is the third one. Heroic. Fable.
Mythic and Legend.
Fable is where you get the gun when you get to Fable. Then there's Mythic, and then after that there is Legend.
Yeah, Legend.
Oh, so then I didn't hear them right. I thought they said you had to be at the highest.
No, and they haven't even told you what the reward at the end is. There's a hidden reward for
the legendary or whatever.
Yeah, for making Legend. There's a reward. So
I'm interested to see. I mean, it's it's
I
generating
think,
a lot of buzz.
I think
and
all
I'm
of
happy.
us. I think we should be able to reach Fable.
Hey man,
and
speak
stay
for
around
yourself, man.
Fable.
No,
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like how it is in trials right now. Well, first it depends on if this brings more people back and makes more people play PvP, like when the game first came out. That's when there was the most amount of people playing PvP. But if it's going to be the same amount of people playing PvP as there is now, then it's mostly only good players left playing.
No, but you are going to play on your rank. So if you're Fable, you're only going to play Fable.
So what you're saying is skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, like I just heard something from that guy Giggs.
Yeah, Giggs, yeah.
It's really good.
That was one of the questions that was brought up. Is like, will matchmaking be based on glory ranks in the competitive playlist? And the competitive playlist will be using their existing matchmaking system.
But it will also. He said that it will try to do the, the matchmaking at your rank, and then if it cannot find anybody, then he will move into what it is right now, connection based. But the only problem I see with that is that if not enough people play, only the people that are mythic or whatever are going to be playing.
Well, no, if they're all just playing each other, then some of them aren't going to be mythic.
No, I know, but
because some people are going to bounce
if it's not that,
further down.
If it's not that and it's just connection, then we're going to be playing freaking people that are all the streamers all the time if we really want to do that. So
yeah, I just don't want it to be something like how Trials was like a month ago when we were trying to play it and we were playing like nothing but stacked teams, like nothing but dudes with 5.0 KDs.
You're gonna see that.
Yeah, you're gonna.
No, I understand that. But I'm saying I don't want to play nothing but that.
Well,
where we lost 7 games in a row.
Here's the thing.
So it's like that'll make our ranking so far down.
The competitive playlist is just right now countdown and survival. So there's no
Yeah, but that reward's better than Trials. So people are going to stop playing Trials and go to this.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
so
what
we're
going
to get those 5.0 guys in this.
In the competitive playlist coming up, isn't it just like the rank playlist? I mean, isn't it just survival and countdown?
Countdown, yeah. Survival and countdown.
Yeah, same as Trials.
Oh, is it same as Trials? Okay.
Yeah. So if
Yeah, the same 2 game modes as Trials.
Yeah.
yeah. So if we don't have, I mean, if they don't make Trials have like better loot, whatever, nobody's gonna be playing Trials.
Mhm.
Everybody's gonna be playing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, nobody likes the
I mean,
current format
until
of
they
Trials,
hit
anyways. Like
Then they
now,
might start playing Trials again.
I'm just
Only the
saying
sweaty
nobody,
teams.
but most people
Only
don't
the
like the
sweaty
format.
teams like Trials.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't rely so much on killing and KD. I like those objective based, like Countdown. I enjoy Countdown.
Oh yeah, no, I like the game modes for sure. It's just when I play by myself, I hate
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
going against a team of 4 that's in the clan together,
Yeah.
and they
Oh,
all
yeah.
get to talk to each other, and then I can't talk to the 3 blueberries I'm playing with, so we just get romped.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of brutal.
I'm definitely gonna make sure I only go in there when we have a team of 4.
Yeah,
So
for
we're gonna
sure.
We're gonna have to get people together, Juan.
Yeah.
What do you mean? One's gonna carry us, all of us there, man.
Yeah, man.
He's a PvP
Him and
master
Kill.
there.
No, well, if Kill fixes that freaking internet that he has.
Yeah, I was gonna say kill a DDoS him.
He's not even here to defend himself.
That freaking one meg internet that he has.
Poor Kill, man.
I just wish they would do the dedicated servers.
That'd be sweet.
So how will that work if people have bad connection? Do they have dedicated servers?
Well, it helps to stabilize the connection because you're all coming into the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then that controls more of what your individual PlayStation controls right now. So, like, did you hear, or I think it was on DCP when they were saying that the reason that light level doesn't matter in Trials and Iron Banner was because there's so many calculations that the networking system has to do when there's 12 people in there. That's probably another reason why they made every game mode 4v4 too, is because they were hoping to make the matchmaking better, the connections better, by making everything first 4 less people connecting will make it easier on it. And now if there's no light base and everybody's the same power level, that'll make it easier. So it doesn't have to like figure out, oh, if I'm 335 and Juan's 300, what happens when I shoot him and he shoots me?
Yeah,
It's not the same thing.
It wouldn't tax so much resources on the box that they're actually connected to.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why if you had dedicated servers, it would be able to do not all of, but most of that calculations. So then it would put less strain on the people's individual internet. Somebody asked that, right? One of you guys said, why would dedicated servers help?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so those
Overall-
ranks that one was talking about earlier, you can actually earn those specific ranks in Valor and in Glory. But like for instance, in Valor it would be Quick Play, Rumble, and Mayhem. So you'll be able to reach those Guardian, levels, also Mythic, Legend, and Fable, and get that reward.
And you can reset it too, they said, or
Yeah,
something.
in
Yeah.
Valor and resets. And then they also did mention about those whole resets thing to where you will actually get specific rewards if you actually reset that specific like for instance Valor. If you reset it like 20 times, you're going to get a reward or a specific reward for that also as well.
All right, they have like the prestige thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that's the
they're
way I got the. Yeah, dude, for real. That's how
But
I felt too.
You can only earn glory points in glory, but you're gonna. Is that what you said? You can earn
Yeah.
valor points in glory,
Yeah,
but you cannot earn glory points in valor.
correct.
Okay, and all quick play is for valor, rumble, mayhem, all that, and only competitive for
For Glory.
So only countdown in the thing. The horror mode is gonna be good, I think, and the weapons look cool. Like it looked like Slipper Stimulant might be back,
Yeah.
and also, well, anyway, I'm hopeful for what's coming. I like the changes that they were making. Like for example, the Sturm the drang. If you
I heard
kill
that
Oh,
one looked
something,
good. Yeah.
dude.
if
Yeah.
you kill something with the drang, you get like kill clip or something like extra damage
It's like one or
on
two
the
shots,
strum.
I think.
Is one shot, but you can two tap people if you hit them in the head. And the best thing about it is that it doesn't it's not timed.
What do you mean it's not time?
So you know how you get kill clip right now, and it's like
You get
it
like so
says
many
like
seconds.
5 seconds, say 6 seconds or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This one is until you reload or shoot.
Oh, that's
or
cool.
die.
So you can let's say you do it and you don't shoot for the whole match and you don't die or anything, you will keep it the whole match. Not that it's good, but you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah.
But anyway, so based on everything you guys heard, are you guys hopeful for the future?
I mean, I've
Yeah,
always been. I knew
yeah.
Destiny was gonna be Destiny no matter what. It's still the only game that I care enough about that it makes me angry. You know, 'cause all the other games I play, I'm like, whatever, it's a game. But Destiny is every time I play it, I get like super salty, and then I realize that I'm like, it's because I care about the game.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. It really is.
I already bought the expansion. That's the only
Yeah.
reason I'm gonna play it.
Yeah. I mean, you bought the
Yeah,
limited
same here.
edition, right? Like the $100 one when it first came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
same.
I pre-bought the season pass or whatever
Yeah.
they called it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Or else I'd be waiting till September because that's when the big changes that are supposed to like change the game are supposed to go through.
Are you all right? So talking about it now, are you sold on the September up? I mean, we know nothing about it yet, essentially, but are you sold on it as of right now? Like, do you think you're gonna get it?
I am.
Yeah, from what
I-
everybody's saying, I am.
Yeah, from what everybody's me too. From what I've been hearing a lot, so I'm definitely gonna get it.
Yeah, same.
Try it out.
Same.
Well, let's talk about some God of War.
Yeah. So one's been playing God of War all week. How's that
Yeah.
going?
It's been going well. It's really fun. It's a really fun game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. The story is awesome. It's obviously one player. It's like not co-op. Doesn't have PvP or nothing. It's just a one player a story mode type game. The thing that they do differently with it is that like it doesn't go to a cutscene. Like you'll be fighting, and then the camera will kind of slightly move at an angle so that you could see a little bit more,
Mhm.
but it doesn't like take it off of the guy that you're playing with or his son, and it's smooth. It's like so smooth. Like I don't know if it's as smooth on the regular PS4. I just happened to get a Pro right before this game came out, but it's just so smooth the way that it goes from. Him talking to like one of the NPCs or somebody else in the story to going back to him like, fighting people or climbing on walls or whatever it is that he's doing in the game. It's pretty good.
So there's no separate cutscene, like how other games are like, okay, you finish
Yeah, they, like,
an
cut out.
encounter and then the screen goes
Yeah.
black and then goes into a cutscene.
Yeah, no, the screen doesn't go black at all.
I did see it. Yeah, I mean,
Racist.
I did see my friend play it, and I think the first, like the tutorial mission itself is a huge, one big like story cutscene essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked cool.
And,
Well, it's just like in the beginning, you just start doing like easy menial tasks, and it's like starting the story, and then you fight this one of the first guys you come across. It's kind of funny because he's like talking crap to you, and you're looking at him, and you're just like, dude, Kratos will just whoop on this guy, and so he's like pretty much like asking him to fight him, and Kratos is trying to be like not as angry as he was or whatever. Like that's like what the most of the beginning of the story is about,
Mm-hmm.
is him conquering his own rage, and this guy is like really pushing his buttons, and he's just like taking it and not doing anything. And then the guy finally goes too far when he's asking, I think, like who was in the house, because he was trying to hide his son from him, and that's when Kratos kind of like snapped a little bit and like hit him, and like hit him like across like this garden area or whatever, and he hit a rock, and then the guy just walks out of it like nothing, and I was just like, oh, this ain't just some regular dude. And he comes up and he just like smacks Kratos like halfway across, like even further. And I was like, oh, nice. It's like a powerful dude. But that's kind of like where it's showing you like how to fight and stuff in the beginning, like what you would call the tutorial or whatever. But it's like doing it in game. Like it doesn't really stop on anything. Like little things pop up on the screen telling you, hey, do this or hey, do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but that's the last when I was watching my friend play it. That was the last part. I know exactly what you're talking about too. It's like some dude. It's like, oh,
the guy with the dirty, like he had a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah, when you're fighting, it was like, oh, did you forget how to block?
Well, no spoilers, guys.
It's like the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
But no, it's literally like definitely something different. And I mean, the graphics are just beautiful. The scenery is beautiful. It asked me a choice in the beginning that if I wanted, the way I took it is if I want the frame rate to be higher or if I want the graphics to be better. So I chose for the frame rate to be higher since everybody's always talking about how much better 60 frames is to 30. So I chose that. And everything is still beautiful though. Like I didn't even choose the version with the better, because I don't have an HDR or whatever TV, so I didn't really care about the graphics part of it. I just wanted it to play well.
Nice. Yeah, I mean it's
So.
God of War has I've never been really like a fan of the gameplay. You know, I like the story.
This is different.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody says. It's different. Like how.
Yeah, the old God of Wars is like that old third person where the camera's like way up above you and behind you.
Yeah.
So like your man like looks kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played the God of War 3 remastered like a couple months ago, and PlayStation was giving it out for free. And I was just like, oh gosh, this is awful.
I didn't get that, man.
Why did I ever like these games? And so then when I played this one, it's just like the camera is like just barely behind him where he looks really big. So it's like it's the closest thing to first person I think that you can get, the way he fights and stuff, like there's so many different ways to fight, and then as you get what do you call that, experience from like killing stuff or completing missions or completing the story modes, you get the rep, and then you use that to unlock more abilities and stuff, and then you have to like level up your certain weapons. Like you need something to like level up the kid's bow because the kid like helps you. He can like stun enemies. Like if he shoots, like you could tell him to like shoot the bow or whatever at the guy. Like if you're fighting two guys, he'll shoot the bow at one guy. So that almost gets his attention off of you, so you can just fight the other guy by yourself.
Or does the kid actually do damage? Like, let's say a boss is absolute, and then the kid.
He does a little bit of damage. It's definitely more towards you can't just let that kid kill them. Like, he'll help you a little bit. Like, no, he's not like he's not like a partner or nothing. He just kind of helps you a little bit.
Okay, so he draws aggro,
but he's
essentially.
unstoppable, so it's not like you got to go up and
like revive him every time,
every 5 seconds or something. It's kind of unstoppable where he stays out of the way most of the time. But there's other stuff like as you rank him up, like he'll jump on a guy and like start to choke him with like his bow from like behind or whatever. He'll jump on his back and put his bow up to their neck, and so then it makes it so that they can't block you, so you could do a little bit more damage. It's just little stuff here or there that you kind of rank up, and there's a lot of it, dude. Like when I like watched the videos and reviews on it, they made it sound like, oh, you could rank up stuff here and there, but there's a lot of rank up stuff. But you need to like go through the story to get like certain items that help you like rank. Like with your axe, you have to get like something called like the frozen flame or blue flame or something. So it has like 5 or 6 different levels, and so like with each level it has like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5, I think at one level, different moves. And so you have to use your experience to unlock the moves, but you have to get that flame thing 4 or 5 other times in order to rank it up to the next level.
So there's a lot of good mechanics.
Yeah, sounds pretty badass. So the kid,
and then you get another weapon too.
Oh wow! Besides the axe?
Ruin that. Yeah, besides the axe, you get another weapon later, but I won't ruin that. I'll let you guys. It's more of part of the story and stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I won't want to do that.
Well, I heard everybody has fun with that mechanic with the axe, you know, because you throw it and then you have to call it back every time.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't automatically come back to you?
No, you press a button to make it come back, because like it does a lot of damage when it hits the guy.
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes back, if a guy gets in the way, it'll kind of swipe him,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll do a little damage then too. It's pretty cool. So you could like time it like the way you want to do it or whatever.
What I saw was like whenever you threw it at somebody and it hit him, it froze
Mhm.
him.
Yeah, it does a freeze. That's what I'm saying. Like the thing that they use to upgrade it is called like the frozen flame or something.
Oh, okay.
Like I forgot the exact name, but yeah, it's like a freezing weapon. And then later in the game, which I kind of thought. I mean, I'm not like a professional gamer, so it takes me a little longer to beat a game. Plus, I have a full-time job. But it like I've already put like, I mean, I haven't counted. I don't know if the game will tell me. I want to say at least 30 or 40 hours into it, and I thought like I was almost done with the game, and then I unlocked that next weapon, which is a fire weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like its main attribute is fire, so when it hits people, it does fire damage. As opposed to like if there's an enemy that can't get fire damage, then you don't want to use that weapon. You want to switch back to your axe. Or if there's a weapon or if there's an enemy that doesn't take ice damage or frozen damage, then you want to switch to the axe. And then there's like enemies that have like these shields, so they'll block the axe every time you throw it at them, every time you try to hit them. So what you want to do is you want to put the axe away and then just do hand-to-hand combat, which is pretty cool too. And there's a whole level for that, like your fists. Well, they show your shield.
Right.
And then there's a super mode where you press both the sticks down, which is almost like using your super in Destiny, where they call it Spartan Rage. And so you just go into a crazy thing and you just start beating the crap out of people. So you're just doing like R1 and R2. R1 is like light attack. R2 is a heavy attack. And you're just like, you go crazy. And I think like you take like less damage while you're in that mode. And obviously it only lasts for a certain amount of time. You got to kill people to make it rank up, or you'll get these little drops that you can pick up and they'll rank that up. Just like you get little drops for health and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, man.
I'll probably
So
check,
yeah, so
I'll
there's
probably
like
check it
6
out.
or 7 different things you gotta. It's a great single player experience. Like honestly, I haven't had this much fun with the game since Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, because the last game you played like that was Horizon Zero Dawn.
To me it's similar to Horizon Zero Dawn, where it's just a great single player game. I put it on. There's like 4 levels of difficulty. I chose the second level just because I didn't want it to be like crazy hard to play it through. But like, it is so fun. Like I haven't been able to put it down. I mean, I've played Destiny like a couple of times for PvP with Juan or something, and then I've logged on to Warframe just to get the daily rewards. But I pretty much like since I got it, I've been playing nothing but that.
Nice.
Did they say if there's gonna be a DLC or anything?
No, I haven't heard anything about that. But when Horizon Zero Dawn first came out, it took them like 3 months to announce that there would be a DLC, and it didn't come out for like 8 months or 9 months after.
That I mean, honestly,
That's what I'm actually going to play next, I think.
Horizon Zero, the DLC for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out between that and like, it depends on how close to May 8th we get on when I'm done with God of War. Because if it's too close to May 8th, then I might just play Destiny for a good solid month first and get everything like leveled up before I go back to Horizon Zero Dawn. But because I know like once I start playing that, it's going to be the only thing I play until I finish it.
Oh, Horizon.
Yeah, but it's just a DLC, so it shouldn't be like as long as the campaign was.
Right.
Because I'm trying to see if I should buy the God of War.
Have you gotten Horizon Zero Dawn?
No.
You
Play
should
that.
get that, dude.
Mhm.
Like honestly, because it's cheap right now, and just wait for God of War to go down in price, because it's a lot of people don't like spending the full $60 on a game that doesn't have PvP. Like I personally don't usually, but I just heard so much good things about this game that I had to.
No, but what I think I'm gonna do, because I have a friend that also likes God of War, buy it together.
Oh,
Just
nice.
buy the disc.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, half an hour.
And each of us can buy our own DLCs if we want to, if they come. But yeah, okay. So no more spoilers on that. And what other games you guys been playing?
I've been playing Far Cry. Well, I've been playing Far Cry 5. So what? It came out maybe a month ago? I want to say, or 3 weeks ago. But that game, man, I didn't think it was gonna be that good. I don't know if you guys have ever played any of the Far Cry series.
No,
I
man.
only played one, and I guess it was the worst one from what people tell me.
Was
So
it Far Cry
it
4?
like, yeah, it put a
Yeah,
bad taste in my
it
mouth.
wasn't. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best, but you know the essential like
Well, I didn't have anybody to play it with either, so I was playing it by myself because nobody was playing it by the time I started playing it. It was
mhm.
like 2 years after it came out, and uh, I didn't like the shooting mechanic. It just felt so clunky. Like you would aim at somebody and then not hit them, and you're like, "Come on, dude, that should have been a headshot." Or um, I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, the missions were fun. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot to do. Like, there
Mhm.
was a lot going on. Like that map was crazy.
Yeah,
Like how much like there'd be a time where I would just sit there for 5 minutes looking at the map, like, what the fuck do I want to do?
yeah. No,
Like, there's so much on it.
Far Cry 5 is like that, where it's you at first so what essentially it is it's you are a rookie like sheriff or something, a rookie police officer, and you're sent to this town in Montana, and somebody tell Mylar, and you're there to essentially stop like a cult leader, and things go south, and then you essentially at the end of it have to not unlock, but like beat three three bosses or of an area. So each area is its own like little its own little boss. So you go to one of the guys is Joseph Seed, the John Seed. I'm sorry, John Seed. So in his area, you essentially just unlock side characters, missions, and you want to get enough rep in each area. And once you get high enough rep or notoriety, the boss comes after you. So there was a lot to do and a lot of NPCs, and you get like sidekicks essentially to join you in your quest to stop this cult. And I didn't think it was gonna be that good. And I bought it. I'm like, oh, it's Far Cry. It'll hold me over up until since I'm not playing Destiny anymore, it'll hold me over. But I got sucked into that story so fast. Like you get so invested in those characters. Like there was a point where they every time there's a loading screen, they show like a character profile of the boss, and I was like, man, I was looking at one of the boss pictures. It's like I'm gonna kill you because just the things that he does to you in game. It's like, why is this happening? And you get so invested. I'm just like, you know what? When I get my hands on you, it's gonna be the slowest, most painful death. But I haven't gone through a game that quickly, like story wise, because like for a week straight, it would be I would get home from work and play this game for like 6 or 7 hours, and that was for a straight week. It took me a week to beat it. I didn't to beat the story. I didn't 100% the entire thing because there's so many mechanics. So there's hidden treasures. They called preppers, prepper stashes. So hidden treasures that you have to find. Side characters that you have to help. Side missions essentially. So there's all of that. Like you have the option to do that, but I just gained all of the notoriety in all the regions, and then I fought the boss. But for a game like that, there are so many things that just happen. Like you can go, one of the things is you can go fishing. Like one of the side missions is you have to find this like catfish, and essentially go in the middle of the lake and start to go fishing. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is a side mission. It's cool.
Did you get the different endings?
I did. I got. Well, I tried all the different endings, but the first time I played it through, I got what they called, I guess, the good ending. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. I have my issues and questions about the quote unquote good ending. But there's also like the bad ending, and there's an ending that happens like there's a secret ending, and that I'll let people figure that one out. But essentially, there's choices in the game that you have to make to get to these endings, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool, like fighting all of that. I don't know. It's
Sounds like a pretty cool game.
Yeah, it is, and 2-player co-op. They have DLCs coming, and if you bought the season pass, you got Far Cry 3 for free. Which is in my opinion, Far Cry 5 was the best one, and then Far Cry 3. But I know for a fact that DLC it's gonna have like a zombie mode. There may be
zombies.
there's gonna be like a space gameplay. So it's I wasn't originally gonna get the DLCs, but now that I think about it, like I probably will just because I had so much fun playing it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Was it hard to buy the different weapons? Like I heard, like one gripe about the only gripe actually I heard about this game was the weapons were hard to get, and then they were trying to sell you in-game currency so that you could buy those weapons.
The in-game
Or
currency.
did you play enough
Yeah.
to get enough money to get all the weapons?
Yeah, no, the in-game currency, like the silver bars, those are mostly for skins on the different weapons that you can buy.
Okay.
The weapons themselves, if you play enough and you do all the missions, you can get all the weapons if you play it enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The in-game currency stuff is just if you wanna get the skins for them, because a lot of the prepper stashes, like the hidden treasures they do, a lot of the cool things is like, okay, if you go to a prepper stash and you do the little puzzle that they want you to do in that area, you unlock a car that's, let's say it's in a garage, and you unlock like a special type of car. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, because I remember in the fourth one, I bought all the guns with no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, because I almost beat the game. Like I'm pretty sure I got to like at least 50 or 60% completed when I stopped playing. But I bought all the weapons. Like I didn't have any issues buying the weapons, and I thought I saw a couple of reviews where people were saying, but it was probably because they weren't playing as long as you either, like because they were trying to rush out a review. So they just went through and just beat the game before doing like all the side missions and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's.
So maybe that's why they couldn't get the guns.
No, I mean honestly, like so I beat the game, without doing all the side missions, and you get a considerable amount of money, but yeah, it's you can literally just buy the game or buy the guns, that they're selling in their inventory, and not have the skins for it, but yeah, the currency that they want you to do is it's in game, or it's only for skins. And
oh, okay. No, I think they were just saying weapons, not the skins part of it.
No, I mean I don't remember if I saw any weapons that were like out of reach, because it was either ridiculously priced, or you can buy it with silver bars, which is the in-game credit that they want you to buy. But you can find silver bars throughout the game, so I don't know what you just have to hunt for them. Yeah.
So what about I heard that there was a some type of mode where like you go online and people create maps or something.
Yeah, so Far Cry Arcade. So throughout the map, they have the old school like arcade machines, and you walk up to it, and it's like it's in itself is a its own little game. Yeah, because you get all of your perks from the main game, and you carry it over to Far Cry Arcade, and there's people that that create maps or game modes. Like one of the game modes that I saw was the hunt for Sasquatch, which yeah, it's so crazy, but yeah, you essentially just it's you go in game, and it's like the mood of it, and they give you clues, and you just follow this path to try to hunt down Sasquatch.
And that's actually created by another player?
You can create your maps and submit it to the community. It's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Submit them online or something.
Yep.
I'm just gonna buy that game so I can go in there and just create one called "Beware the Chupacabra."
Well, there's a map. Literally, you load into like this open area in a forest, and as soon as you load in, like hundreds, and I mean hundreds of turkeys spawn.
Wow.
And the turkeys in this game are assholes. They like you'll be walking and they will attack you. Right? Yeah, you can get attacked by turkeys. Because the first time I saw a turkey, I'm like, "Ooh, a turkey!" Like I started chasing it, thinking it would run away. No, man, that fucker turned around and started like pecking me. I was like, what is going on? This turkey's about to kill me. It's crazy, man. That game is like a lot of so many unexpected things happen. I don't know. I like if you any of you guys ever get that game you want to play, let me know. I'll co-op it. But it's a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
I might get it later in the summer.
I thought actually we talked about it. I thought you were gonna get it because you were the one that hyped me up for it.
I was initially like thinking about getting it, but then with what I was playing at the time, and then knowing God of War was going to come out soon, like I just decided to go that route.
Yeah, no, I honestly I think you made the better decision with God of War. I mean, because it's more your type of like game, and the story and graphics are better. But I
just think it's hilarious because you're like, oh, I want to kill this redneck in Montana, and I'm like, oh, I want to kill Thor and Odin.
Yeah.
Priorities, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So those sidekicks that you were mentioning about in that game, they can also like, what are they like, humans, or they can be like animals too as well?
So the NPCs, like the sidekicks. I mean, one of them, the first one you get is a dog. You know, because it's like one of the first things you unlock. One of the stories is like, okay, you have to rescue this dog, but you know there's 3 animals. One of them being what is it, a cougar, and other one being a brown bear.
Nice.
What's cougar? Like
the name of the bear is called Cheeseburger.
Or an animal cougar.
Like a hot 45-year-old chick.
I mean, funny enough, there's this 45-year-old chick like that's one of your sidekicks, and the entire time you have her in your party members, she's making sex jokes the entire time. It's hilarious.
Wow.
Hilarious, dude. I like the first time I heard it, and the cool thing is she flies a helicopter, so everywhere you go she follows you on a helicopter, and you can grapple onto that thing. So you know, let's say like, oh, you know, you can't find a car, or you're in the middle of a forest, and if she's your partner, you can literally just look up, grapple onto the helicopter, get in, and then just have her fly you wherever you need to go. But yeah, the first time I was playing, and I had chosen her as a one of my sidekicks, like she said something about laying pipes, and I'm like, did I hear that right? I was like, the entire time she's making sex jokes. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's the game is a lot of fun, man. I recommend, you know, if you haven't gotten it yet, I'd say wait for it to go on sale or something, because it's not like game of the year material, but it's a really 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 enjoyable like gaming experience in my opinion. Especially if you do it co-op, just because like things happen in just things happen in game that it just kind of it sets a lot of things up for shenanigans.
That's pretty cool.
There's a game that is like that, but like you just said, it's called, I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like escape. Like what you have to do is escape from prison.
Oh,
but is you have to escape. You have to play together with another person at the same time. Otherwise, you know, you won't beat the game. And like you have like little games within the game. You play cars to each other. You go fishing. That one sounds cool too. What is it called? Escape or what is it?
No. It's
I heard it's more like a Telltale series game, where it's mostly like you just press buttons in the middle of like cinematic scenes, as opposed to actually controlling the guy the whole time.
No, there's mechanics that you play. A Way Out.
Okay, well maybe I heard wrong.
Yeah, the name of the game is A Way Out.
Oh,
So yeah, you're two brothers. Yeah, it's two brothers. Like you have to, you know, one of the things that I saw was like you have to distract somebody while the other one tries to steal keys or something from in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I think I've seen a trailer of this. Like,
yeah, it's a huge co-op game. Like you have to be, like your timing essentially has to be perfect. You know.
Yeah, like they have a thing that you have to, like you're escaping through a wall. Like there's like a little alley, so your back is to each other and your legs are to each side of the wall, and you have to be like perfect, otherwise you fall and die and stuff.
Yeah.
So in the good thing about it is like, let's say I buy it, I can let you play, and you don't have to buy it.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh
That's
wow,
interesting.
that is cool.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
That's-
that guy. That guy was crazy when he was on the Video Game Awards. The game director for that game.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
He was the one that was saying that EA wasn't evil during the whole Star Wars loot box controversy.
Yeah.
He was the one that came out and said, hey, like, because he doesn't speak very good English. He has like a real thick accent. I think he's like Eastern European or something. He's like, hey, EA's not that bad, okay? He's like, I don't know about loot boxes or nothing. There's no loot boxes in my game.
Is that game published by EA?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Electronic Arts. The developer is Hazelight Studios. Yeah.
That's
Wow,
hilarious.
this came out like just a month ago.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
It's definitely it kind of escaped my radar, to be honest, because it's not like I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it actually is, like after seeing streams of it. So I might play it. We'll see. There's Detroit Become Human is coming out in like a month or so, plus new Destiny DLC. I'll be
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, that Detroit one is with
Quantic Dreams.
Is that the one with the robots?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that-
more.
that
That's
one's
more of
pretty
like a
cool.
Telltale game one.
The developers suing people who are saying that they weren't, that working for them sucked or something. Like some media outlets were reporting on how hard it was to work there and how they make people work a bunch of overtime but don't pay them overtime. I don't know, something. But they like push their employees to work like crazy hard or something, and they were suing the two media outlets that reported that, I guess, or reported those stories for defamation of character or something.
Really? Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah.
The reason I don't buy games is because I usually go back to Destiny, and I don't like to start a game and then not finish it, and then pick it back up later. Like,
Oh,
it's
so
not
you
the
want to be
same
like
me.
you want to sit there and finish the entire thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get distracted with Destiny, and like I started Metal Gear, the free
Metal
one that
Gear's
they gave.
dude. That's an investment, man. Metal Gear. Oh,
Yeah,
as much
and
as
then-
amazing as that game is, that is an investment in time, dude.
Yeah, so then Destiny, it was free, right? So I started playing it, and then I stopped playing it for like months now, and I try to get back to it. I'm like, no, this is. Yeah, I don't like doing
Without
that.
starting over. That's what I have now, man. I picked up Dragon Age again for Xbox because I remember when that game came out the same time as Destiny, first one did, and I played a lot of it, but I never finished it because I started playing Destiny, and 3 years later I picked it up again. I'm like, I have to start over because I don't know where I am or what's going on, and it's a lot of fun. Final Fantasy 15 I stopped playing. I gotta pick that up again. Mass Effect I gotta start playing again. But there's a lot of games on my backlog that I need to finish or pick up again.
I know that Jerk Juan said he was going to play the Borderlands 2 with me.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah,
Damn
guys
it.
suck.
Damn it, one.
Yeah, one sucks.
He said he never played a Borderlands game.
Dude, Borderlands is fun. If you like weapon loots,
Well, that makes
Borderlands
two
is
of
the way
us.
to go, man.
Yeah, I never played Borderlands either, man.
And it's only like $15 right now.
It's
so.
a lot. It's honestly, if you have the chance, what is it? It's 4-player co-op, right?
Yeah, it's at least 3. I mean, or at least 2.
Yeah.
But I think you could do 3 or 4.
That game's a lot of fun.
It's
Cool.
like all PvE, but it is so much fun.
Yeah.
The story's awesome. The graphics are like crazy and different.
It's cell shaded. Yeah.
Is that what they call that? Cell shaded?
The comic
Yeah,
book.
it's like
looks,
crazy. Yeah, it looks like a comic book moving.
Yeah, cell
Nice.
shading.
And then everybody always says, like, they always bring up stuff from that game when they're telling they want Destiny to do certain stuff because they have like 4 or 5 different type of elemental damage types, and so they were like telling
Well-
Destiny that they should do that.
I was gonna say, Gathalion's originally a Borderlands player.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
him and
so- Professor Broman.
Professor
Yeah.
Broman.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that game was the shit, man. When that game I waited in line to get that game because the first one I had a lot of fun with.
Mm-hmm.
And so that one I beat with Scott on Xbox 360. But I was there at midnight when it came. That game was awesome.
I played the first one.
Nerd.
Yeah, Professor Broman, I think he mentions in his podcast a lot that he's pretty much started off streaming with Borderlands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that still go back and play it. Like, I don't have my 360 anymore, so I don't have that max character out. And then because I switched to my Pro, it like deleted my old account for some reason. So I started back from.
You see how you said it? I switched to my Pro.
My Pro.
My Pro. I got a Pro and you guys don't.
They just hating one. They just hating because I got a Pro
I
too.
know.
Bro.
Oh, you got a Pro too?
Yeah,
These
yeah,
broke
I got
ass
a Pro.
bitches.
I didn't say anything, so you back off. Don't you group me in with Juan.
Oh, you have a Pro too?
I don't have a pro.
Now and I have to go buy a Pro. Buy 2 Pros.
You wanted a pros, Juan.
You said I got something better than a Pro. It's called a PC.
With a
This is
broken
true.
mic.
This is true. Oh man. But yeah, so let's move on. Who's been
How about
playing
like
Fortnite?
what we're watching, man?
Huh?
I said, how about what we're watching?
Hey, hold on. I think
Wait, what are we watching?
IT wanted to talk
You
about
wanted to talk about Fortnite, huh? Go for it.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah,
wasn't there just
Resident-
that huge, massive update recently?
Yeah, our resident Fortnite expert that gets chicken dinners and feeds his family
Yeah,
with
that's
chicken dinners every day.
not
That's
even.
PUBG,
No,
dude.
no, that's PUBG, bro.
That's PUBG, bro.
Oh,
Get
you
your
see?
game
I
straight.
don't even
Either
know
one
what
of
game
those.
it is. I didn't even know what game it is.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that this Fortnite's been pretty much my go-to game since been a little bit off, my off time off Destiny. So it's very addicting. I don't know if you guys ever played it, man, or even tried to play it.
Yeah, I played it. I'm not. Battle Royale
I
games aren't
played
my
it.
thing, but they're fun if I'm playing with friends. But I would never
Yeah.
solo queue in a Battle Royale game.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I just want to shoot people. I don't want to build nothing.
Well, I played it with Fred. I mean, with IT guy. Had a lot of fun. Like, 'cause it's fun. It's fun to play with people.
It's a lot
yeah,
of fun
man,
with friends.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, especially duos,
Tried it,
squads. Dude, I even got my son into it. My son's 8.
It's a very
He
easy
loves
game to pick up. I think
Yeah,
that's where
and
the
it-
popularity comes from.
Yeah, it is. And then me and him
So
sometimes.
how does that team
do
thing
the-
work?
The what? Which one?
Because I was looking at people on my friends list and it said like they were on a team of 4, but then it said 86 people alive. So like if you go in as a team of 4, like how does that work?
Oh, I think they're
25
talking about
team?
the 50
25
versus 50. Yeah, like right now they have a limited time out, and it's a 50 versus 50.
Well,
So-
there's that too. So like, let's say you queue up 100 players queue in every match.
Yeah.
So let's say there's four in your squad. That means you have to kill 96 other people.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I'm
25
saying. So you
25
4
teams
together
Yes.
want to kill 96 other people,
Mm-hmm.
then you guys kill each other?
No,
No.
your
No.
your squad wins when you know.
When
Let's
you
say
already kill the last two.
your goal is to wipe out the other squads, and once you wipe out the other squads, and if you're all still alive, then you win.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's a squads mode and then there's a free-for-all type
Mhm.
mode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
So
a
it's like-
solo mode and then a duo mode.
Right.
Okay, so that's what duo is if you have more than one person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, it's like, depending on how people queue up, theoretically, it's only if you're on duo, there's only 50 teams, because there's 100 people divided by 250, whatever. I don't know how they do 100. I think sometimes it's like 30 or something. I don't know, depending on how many
But-
people actually queue up though.
And then you don't start with guns. You have to pick up guns in the
Right.
game.
You drop
Yeah.
into like an area. and
So
then
it's just like PUBG or H1Z1 or
Correct.
whatever?
Mm-hmm. Except the only thing that is different is the
you
graphics
build.
and in the
Building
building.
stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks cartoonish instead of like real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like if you really go into the more like realistic side of it, PUBG would be your game,
Yeah. I'm more of a
Yeah.
PUBG guy than a Fortnite guy, but
Yeah.
just
I
'cause-
like Fortnite more.
Yeah, Fortnite's pretty cool. Yeah, I tried
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's popular. It's like the most popular fucking game ever right now.
Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
It's broken Twitch records. It's broken mobile records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
How
because it's
quickly
crossplay
made
everything.
money, but I think Pokemon Go has still got it beat overall.
Well, you know, I was gonna say because like, you with Fortnite, it's all crossplay. Like, if I'm on PC, I can play with people on PS4, Xbox, and mobile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
So
Damn,
Yeah.
Evo likes to cross play and cross dress. Dang.
yeah.
Nobody told you about my weekend job. How'd you find out, huh?
So talk to us, IT guy. What's up with Fortnite?
Well, in the latest version of it in the patch notes is version 3.6. So all they introduced there in that patch was pretty much a new weapon. It's kind of like a bomb. It's just, they call it the Clinger. So I don't know if you guys seen it. It's pretty much looks like a grenade with a plunger stuck right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
What?
So it's like a sticky nade.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. It's pretty fun, man. I did a lot of shenanigans with it. It's just hilarious. So when especially if you stick it right on your target, it does 100 damage. So
It's almost
What does that
insta-kill?
mean? Is that an insta kill?
yeah, it's an insta kill. They don't got no shields. I think it might kill them if they have like half shield, maybe
Okay.
25 shield.
Well, the thing that I saw people were doing was they were sticking it to their teammates, and their teammates would be like kamikaze and just running up to enemies and waiting for it to blow up.
Yes, I was a victim to one of those. Yeah, it was insane. It's crazy.
I mean, it works now because there's no friendly fire, but you weren't, you weren't able to do that before. That was
Yeah,
my
yeah,
issue
you
with
were.
like with PUBG and Fortnite was like I would always accidentally kill my teammates because, I would start shooting and they would get into my line of fire. It's like, oops, instant headshot.
Yeah,
Hey, if
man,
you're gonna
it's
kill your
pretty fun.
teammate, better get a headshot.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
that was a big update. Is they gave you did they do any weapons tuning or anything like that?
Yeah, they did some adjustments to the minigun also as well. And for the Save the World, which is the PvE aspect of the game, they introduced a new launcher called the launcher.
Nice.
So it's pretty much like a shotgun, like looking kind of weapon that shoots like arc bullets that stun their enemies.
nice.
They pretty
And
much
the
shocks
PvE
them.
part's the part you got to pay for, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of players actually do the PvE aspect of it in the missions because you get V-Bucks out of it. So instead of spending money on V-Bucks, either because you want to, maybe get an extra skin or a new emote, they just do a couple of missions in there, and they pretty much just go that route to purchase whatever they want.
What? How does that thing work with the
Season
with
pass,
the
battle pass.
season pass or battle? Yeah, like you have to buy something so you can rank up.
Yeah, no, the battle pass is pretty much every season. So right now we're in season 3, right? Season 4 will be coming up, I think, next week.
I heard it was
Which
superhero
is-
themed.
Superhero theme, man. That's what everybody's going on. I've been
Yeah.
watching. You guys follow them on Twitter, but they've been posting it every day, like a new picture of season 4 coming up. And so far, it looks like very superhero themes.
Like
When
is
what?
the season
Like
end?
Hulk?
Yeah, nah, I don't know, man. Like the first two, kind of like a Flash looking kind of guy. Look like Flash. The second,
I was gonna say, I
person
wonder if
was-
they paid for the licensing for that, or they're just gonna look like that.
It's gonna look like. I mean, they
Yeah,
have like a
I-
John Wick skin right now,
Yeah, for sure.
which is like everybody's favorite. Well, my favorite, my personal favorite is a John Wick skin.
We gotta play Fortnite. It's free, man. Just download it and we play together. You'll have fun, bro. I didn't
Talking
like
to
it.
me? I already
and then
have it.
No, everybody.
Yeah, I
One,
already have it, dude.
Yeah,
one, get it.
one's got to get it, man. One's got to.
It is a lot of
Squad
fun.
up.
It is a lot
We'll
of
do podcast plays.
fun.
Yeah, they also in the last date in 3.5 they actually introduced replay the
Yeah, I heard
capabilities
about
to
that too.
replay in game.
Yep.
So yeah,
What
you
do
do
you
your
replay.
like you squat up or whatever, man, and you like have a badass moment in the game, or maybe you got a highlight. Boom, you can just easily access it within the game.
hmm You can edit it
Either
throughout the
view
game.
footage, trim it,
Yep.
edit it, or whatever. It's pretty cool.
They're coming out. Yeah, I mean, as unpopular as some people think Fortnite is, like they're not a big fan of it. They're doing all the right things, man.
Oh
For
no,
sure.
I have no doubts. I think it's. I hear everybody talking about it. Like you hear about it everywhere, and
hmm
all the money that they're making on it, and the people who make it Epic, they stopped making another game because they wanted their whole studio to work on just this.
Yeah, it was
And
unfortunate.
they gave their money back to everybody who spent money on that Paragon game because
Yeah,
they quit
Paragon.
supporting it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is
Dude, that's awesome.
ridiculously awesome. Yeah, like for a
Fuck yeah,
studio
dude.
to do something like that.
Hell
Like that is
yes.
really awesome. Like, because one guy that the guy from Guardian Radio. I don't listen to Guardian Radio, but I listen to his other one, his other podcast, Enthusiast Life. Mark Turcotte, and he was saying that like he spent like $3,000 or $4,500 on it, like all together or something, or he knew somebody who did, and like that dude literally was refunded all that money.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm like, holy crap, that is awesome.
Holy crap! Why would you spend that much money? I'm more
I
worried
don't
about
know.
Hey,
Maybe
man,
it's not that guy. Maybe it was somebody he knew. But he said somebody he knew like spent like around $3,000 to $4,000
Yeah.
on the game, and
People
like
will
just
spend money,
buying
dude, if they love the game
skins,
enough.
maybe weapons, or I don't know what that game is. So I never
Yeah.
played Paragon.
There's
but-
people on like World of Warcraft that like have spent essentially like their life savings, you know?
Yeah, that's what that game looks like to me. Like, what do they call
Yeah.
it? Like Dota and what are those
Oh,
games
the
called?
MOBA games?
MOBA?
Yeah.
MOBA.
Yeah, I never understood why people like
I don't know. I don't
because that
either,
reminded me
but-
of like old God of War. Like the camera is so far up and you're so small.
Yeah.
Like, I
That-
never understood why people like those games.
I don't
yeah,
know.
that actually took me back. That aerial view from the aspect of the game kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid back in the day.
Oh,
I
dude.
don't know
Well,
if
that's
you
what I'm
guys ever
saying. Like,
played
it
that.
looks like an old technology of video game, and yet
Yeah.
it's still so popular today. Where it's just like, dude, somebody could have made a game like that like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Original Nintendo or something.
Well, I mean that just goes to show that your game doesn't have to be the best looking to be really fun and people still play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
True. So true. Yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much it when it comes to the Fortnite, and like Juan said, it's very popular right now. Everybody's pretty much hitting it, from old men like me to like kids also as well, they love it.
My nephew's ridiculously good at that game. I was watching him hit like jumping no scopes the other day. I was like,
Dude, that's crazy, right?
with the
You see these kids, man, what they do?
He needs to carry us, man.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it's that I mean, again, not my type of game that I would play alone. But when there's friends, man, I'll sit there and I'll play with friends.
Well, I played by myself one time, and I killed like 4 people
Mhm.
because they were killing each other. So I just came from behind and killed them. But I died because some guy built a tower on top of me, and I didn't know what to do, and he just killed me.
Yeah,
I
to
got
be
like
honest-
7th place or something like that. So I was pretty proud, but
Yeah,
if
the
I
building
didn't know how
aspect
to
is
build.
important, man. If you can't build,
Yeah, like I was there, and the guy started building something on top, and I couldn't see him. I lost him, and then he just come from the top and just kill me.
Yeah, that's pretty much on the game. Like when it comes to the BR part, like when the building is just to get a better angle at you.
yeah,
Since they're third person, so that's where the building comes in. It also helps you defend to stay alive, also as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, I started off like not just like you one, not even knowing on how to damn build a wall. I was building like roofs and huts on the floors instead of like on top of actual structures. But yeah, eventually, after playing, keep going at it and practicing, like you'll get better at it. And it's real fun too.
yeah. It's just like anything, you put enough time into a game, your skills will go up.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Juan's been playing Destiny for 4 years. He's still sick.
I knew that was coming. I said it.
You're so weak. Once again, I've been to Lighthouse. I've been to the Spire. You haven't.
I've been to Aspire, not inside the bottom, not at the bottom, but I got the 7 wins.
You know what I'm saying? The bottom, baby.
You get carried. You get carried.
Mm-mm. There was just a lot of people playing back then, and we got lucky and played bad teams.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's all down to luck. All right. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? Somebody said something about what we're watching. I just saw
Yeah.
Infinity War last night, and it's amazing. I recommend
Yeah,
everybody
go
watch
watch
it.
it. Go watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
watching it tomorrow. So
yeah,
I'm
no
gonna,
spoilers
go
right now,
see it
guys,
next
please.
week. Yeah.
So one,
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
one, good luck,
evil,
man.
Evil.
Huh.
That part with, I'm not gonna spoil it, guys, but Green Guy, when he
Uh-huh.
was with like African American, don't have a husband.
Bro, I'm gonna take off my headphones, bro.
Stop spoiling it for him.
I'm kidding.
He's all that part when everybody dies.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm just letting you guys know Batman dies.
But African American doesn't have a husband. It's a
Oh,
pretty cool
man.
character. It's a pretty cool character. I just said. You know?
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. I have no
Nothing.
idea what
I'm just making shit up.
I was like, what? That doesn't even make
Yeah.
sense.
Come on, Black Widow. African American don't have a husband.
Oh.
Green
No.
guy. Green guy. Who do you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the green
yeah,
guy
yeah.
is?
What else?
No, I started watching this show on Netflix with my wife. It's called
Wait, hold on. Let me wait. Lost in Space, right? Lost in Space?
Black.
I was just gonna say I started
Black
watching
Thunder.
Bro, come on.
Black
Which one?
Lightning. Black
Black
Lightning.
Lightning. Dude, I
Black
was
Lightning.
watching an episode, the first episode last night with my wife. She put it on, and I was like, what the hell is this?
that. That's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
dude.
Netflix.
I thought that was
And
on Channel 5, or Warner Brothers.
C4. It was on the C4, and right away they put it on Netflix. It's entertaining, I guess. It's
That's the best
Yeah.
review ever.
It's exactly what I thought too. Juan. You're not the
yeah,
only
it's not really bad, but you know, it's not really good. Like I don't know, it's
Okay,
interesting.
I won't watch it then.
Yeah.
No, I mean, give it a shot. It's not. It's like a Luke Cage wannabe.
Oh, no, no.
okay.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, like same issues, race and stuff, and the guy, but the hero is like, he could have been so much cool. Like you know, like he wears goggles and people don't know who he is. Like he has the same beard and the same face. You know, like he just wears some. Like they see him and like see him, and he
It's
just
the
changes
same
his
option as
voice.
Superman, dude.
But he's,
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know, but
He just puts
I'm
glasses
Batman.
on,
yeah, but it's the same thing. It's like
and you're like, really? Facial recognition software can't find you? Like, come on.
yeah, no, and it's like, bro, shape of this guy head, like you know who he is if you see him anywhere, and then he has the same kind of beard. Like, how do these people are like, oh shit, this is the guy?
It's that whole DC thing, man. The whole Clark Kent fiasco. Like, dude, he
Yeah,
just puts
but-
glasses on. How do you not know
DC
that's not
has been
Superman?
Sucking, man.
I think Black Lightning is Marvel.
Is he? He's DC, I thought. No, he's
No, I
DC. Yeah, it's DC.
Is
To
this
the
you?
Googles.
I
Yep.
think so.
He's DC.
Do they Google
I-
somebody?
Yeah, I am.
I heard it on because I heard about it on Brothers.
Yeah,
thing, and they
DC
said
Comics.
some
Yeah.
DC character was coming, and dude, their comics are great, and they have some of the best. I mean, I think Superman's a cheater, but I mean, they have some of the best.
How is he a
comic book
cheater?
heroes because he's everything. Like if you look at the X-Men, you have to put 8 X-Men together to get one Superman.
Oh,
Yes.
Superman
Like
is
he
awesome.
has everything. Like that's just unfair.
Yeah,
That's
Superman is
just
essentially like at some point in the comics becomes unstoppable. Like this
yeah,
dude can
like
alter
he
reality.
has like you have to take the Incredible Hulk, add Cyclops for his freaking laser eyes. What else can he do? He could like exhale freaking
Oh, Iceman, because he can. blow out
Iceman
cold-
because he can
cold
exhale ice.
Exo
Like,
ice, yeah.
what else can he do? Like, dude, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
He's the Flash.
yeah,
he is the
exactly. He's
Flash.
running faster. He's flying faster than the Flash could run.
He doesn't.
Like, remember he was looking with his eye when the Flash was trying to run around, and then the Flash was like, "Oh my God, he can see."
Yeah.
I didn't see them. I didn't see
The
that movie.
Justice
You never
League?
saw Justice League, dude. That was one of the funniest parts.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
running by and
I actually
Well,
I like that part of it when he came out and he was fighting them all, and it was just like, dude, none of them could touch him.
yeah,
Like he could beat every single one of their asses with no problem.
yeah.
But
at the
he's
same
not. He's not faster than Flash. Flash is faster than him.
Well,
That's
No,
debatable. That's
yeah,
debatable.
yeah.
We're not gonna get into that right now. That's a
In
whole
the
other
comics-
discussion.
I think
Yeah, well, the
that's
comic
another
draw
that's
Travel
another
through time.
conversation at a later.
Superman cannot. Superman, you know.
Oh,
has
man.
that
Well, you know what? We're
corny-
gonna save this.
Well,
We're gonna
dude-
save this for next week's episode.
Well, in the comics, Hulk could single-handedly whoop Thanos' ass, but in
No,
the
he
movie,
can't.
he doesn't do that. Yeah, in the comics, he can. World War Hulk, he could destroy an entire planet by slapping his hand on it. Dude,
Wow.
he is one of the few. If you watch, there's a YouTube video where it said the few characters in the comics who could single-handedly defeat Thanos, and the Hulk was one of them.
Really?
Yeah. The
Well-
Hulk is unstoppable. He's like Superman. Like he's like his skin is unbreakable, and the more madder he gets, which like if he's fighting and losing, he'll just get madder. He gets bigger and stronger. Like in World War Hulk, he literally defeated every single Marvel superhero and every single X-Men.
I'm gonna have to look.
Wow.
Well, all right. Let's
By
to be fair.
himself.
To be
By
fair,
himself.
the X-Men really aren't that strong.
Well, I'm just saying,
in the
like,
whole
he
scope
fought
of
everyone
Marvel.
in the almost. The only people that weren't there were all the cosmic guys or
Yeah,
whatever.
the cosmic people are
Like
ridiculous.
he was literally able to destroy. Like I mean, besides one of those, what are those old guys that like started the galaxy? Remember in Guardians of the Galaxy, they showed that one guy his staff
Mhm.
hit the planet, and then what are they called? Celestials.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Celestials.
I don't think he's fought one of those yet. But I'm just saying, like he could single-handedly defeat. But in the movies, they don't make him that powerful. They dumb him down.
Yeah.
Like he would be able to just smack the Hulkbuster armor, and it'll be destroyed.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't even be able to stand up to him. There's no way. It could.
In the MCU, which is the movies, he's still in his infancy. Like because Bruce Banner still hasn't fully embraced the Hulk yet.
Right.
Yeah.
World War
yeah,
Hulk, he's just. I
that's
mean,
true.
the Hulk just takes over Bruce Banner at that point. It's
Well,
like,
that
okay.
was just like in Thor Ragnarok. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok, they took some of World War Hulk and,
Mhm.
and put it into that movie.
Yep.
And I don't think they did it well, by the way. But he was Hulk for like 2 years straight. Like he didn't
Yeah.
even turn back into Banner.
Yeah.
But I thought that movie was great because they had the Hulk like talking.
Yeah.
And him
Yeah.
talking is just awesome when he was
Dude,
like,
for real. Yeah. His little
Thor was like,
comedy
"Oh,
bits.
we're just a couple of hotheads." He was like, "No, Hulk like fire."
Yeah.
Thor, he's like Thor likes water.
Water, yeah.
He's like Thor's small and weak. Hulk is big and strong.
Yeah, dude. Those little comedy bits was like awesome, you know. 'cause
That's how the new
Infinity War.
War
Yeah,
is.
there was a lot of
Every
funny parts.
freaking scene is a funny part.
Yeah, there is the
Nice.
cool thing about
Well,
Infinity
see,
War
I
was
thought
like every
Ragnarok was too much.
well,
This one is
Too
too
much
I thought it
much.
was okay. I thought it was okay.
This one is
Well, it
too
was
much.
funny, but it was
Ragnarok is one of my
too-
favorite Marvel movies.
No.
Really? Because
To
to
me-
me, I don't know how so many people like that. That was my least favorite.
Really?
Besides,
Dude,
I think
I
the
loved it.
original or the second Thor.
Well, all right.
Which one? The second one?
In
I think it was
aspects of
the second
everything,
one
like
I
the
liked
the
the
story wise, like that where it play, the way they did it and just the lore behind it and everything. I think it's one of the better Marvel movies.
The best
Yeah, I
to me, the
thought
best
it was
Marvel movie is
Funny.
to me the best Marvel movie is Iron Man, first one.
The first one, the one that
First
started
Iron Man?
everything.
Well, the first
Yeah.
Iron Man and then the 3 Captain Americas were pretty awesome too.
Yeah, the 3 Captain Americas. too.
Ah,
Like I don't like
Captain
Captain
Civil
America,
War was
but
pretty good, yeah.
his Civil War and the other one,
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was
Yeah.
awesome.
That one's pretty cool.
Those were great movies. But no, the original Iron Man definitely started everything off. Like I didn't even like it. It was funny because my brother was like loved Spider-Man as a kid, and he'd always be Spider-Man for Halloween, and I loved the Hulk, so I would always be Hulk for Halloween. So that's why I get mad when the movies ruin him. It's like, dude, he could wreck those guys.
I know there
No
hasn't been like a
problem.
good like
Oh.
standalone Hulk movie.
Did you see the Infinity War yet?
No, I want to. I haven't seen it yet though.
Do
I'm gonna
it,
go
man,
next week.
as soon as you
I'm
can.
gonna- Yeah, I'm going tomorrow,
You're
guys.
gonna get it.
Going
You're
tomorrow
gonna
10.
get it spoiled.
I know you would. That's what I'm saying. You stay away from
Well, no,
Twitter.
by next week, all of us will have seen it, so we can talk about it.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Um,
sweet.
But no, I'm watching. I just started watching Lost in Space.
Yes.
And, I never saw the old show. Obviously, I'm not that old, so I never saw the old show. I heard of it,
Gee,
and
I
I've
did
seen
that.
like clips on TV about like that weird looking robot and stuff.
Is it
But,
good?
That showed my age right there.
Is that show
No,
good?
so far the show is pretty good. The only thing I can compare it to is the movie from like the early 2000s. I remember
Yeah.
that reboot movie, but no, the
With
show.
Will Ferrell?
No,
Will?
no. Lost
That's
in
Journey
Space.
to the Center
Hulk, isn't it?
William Hunt or Hurt, the guy who played the bad guy, General Ross, in the Edward Norton
Oh yeah.
Incredible Hulk. He was the dad in Lost in Space. In
Yeah,
the
Lost in
reboot.
Space. Yeah, in the reboot.
You didn't see the one with Will Ferrell? That it was like a.
I think that was different. I don't think that was Lost in Space. I think it was something else in space, but not this
I
actual
thought it was
premise.
the same thing. Like they have the
Maybe
Chaka guy and some other stuff.
I don't know. Maybe then. I never saw that though. But I'm not
Yeah.
a big Will Ferrell fan. I don't watch his movies. But no, dude, the show is freaking pretty awesome so
It's
far.
pretty
Like,
cool. so
I'm really
far,
enjoying.
Yeah,
I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes in, but
yeah
I'm
same.
enjoying it so far. And it's just like awesome when you first heard the robot go, "Danger, Will Robinson."
Yeah, dude, I
that
totally.
part's always, that part's alwa's pretty awesome. But I don't think the robot was an alien in the original.
Hey, stop ruining the movie thing.
Dude, that's the first like 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Well, then I can ruin the first 5 minutes of the movie if you.
No, not
Dude,
not in
it's not like
Infinity War.
Man,
You can't compare that to
Not like I've seen a million things on Twitter already. I already know who dies. It's like
Damn
I
it.
know everything.
No, I've been trying to stay off the
Yeah,
internet, man.
stop
for real. I've
spoiling
been
it,
doing a
man.
good-
All right,
Yeah,
I
I've
tried.
been doing a
we're
good job
gonna
so
end
far.
it right there, just because I think this is gonna lead somewhere where it doesn't. Oh my god!
But no, that show is pretty good so far. And I have what is that? That Prime, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So I just saw the full seasons of Justified. Like I finished that up a couple days ago.
Oh, is that the one with Timothy Oliphant or something? Where he's
Yeah,
the sheriff?
dude, that show was really good. Like
I like that guy. That guy's cool.
I saw
I
the
still
first
think he's the best
season
hitman.
a long time ago, and I don't know what it was, if I was too busy or whatever, but I didn't like watch every single one, and I stopped watching it after the first season because I don't know what it was. For some reason, I didn't like it, but I watched it again recently, and I saw every season, and dude, that show was great. Like that show kind of reminded me of The Shield and Sons of Anarchy, like the way it goes. Like it shows the good and bad side of everything, but it was like it's really well written, and that's some hillbillies. You want to see some hillbillies, Juan? Watch that show. They show some straight up hillbillies in Kentucky. Like whenever you call me a hillbilly, I always think of those guys, and I'm like, dude, there ain't none of those here in California.
You calling me that
So
guy?
that's-
No.
That's the South, man. That's the white dudes in the South.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I think we should end it at that. Final note. May the PlayStation Plus free games for May. Beyond
dude,
Two
yeah.
Souls and Rayman Legend.
What is
I
it?
Beyond
What
Two
is it?
Souls and Rayman Legends. It's gonna be free on PlayStation if you have PlayStation Plus for May. And
Rayman Legends was hard.
yeah, both of
Really?
those games though
I bought
worth
that a long
playing.
time ago. I think on Xbox 360 or Xbox
Oh man.
Xbox One.
Is
Is
that
that
a
the one I had?
Is that a
What was
kid
the
game,
first game? I still don't understand the first
Beyond Two Souls.
though? Yeah, Beyond.
So
Two
this
Souls,
is
man.
the game that
What's
it's,
free right now?
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's one called 99 Lives, but in Spanish it says 99 Vidas. Qbert and I think Mad Max is
That I'm gonna
free
get
right
that. I'm gonna
Yeah, it's-
put that into my library. I heard that was a good game.
Yeah, man, you got a couple more days. I think I just saw earlier today. PlayStation put out a tweet. You only have a few more days to go.
Yeah, I'm
before
gonna do that
the
as soon as
lineup
we
comes
get off.
back for me. Yeah.
But yeah, I highly suggest getting those two games because Beyond Two Souls is by the people that made the game coming out, Detroit Become Human. So it's a story based
sweet.
game, and it's graphically it's awesome. Story on it is amazing. But it is sort of a telltale game, so if, it's more of a narrative than anything. But
Yeah, and
it's-
just so you guys know, you don't have to download it if you don't have room. All you got to do is click Add to Library,
Yeah.
and you could download it in the future anytime you want.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So
No, well,
Yeah, so
since
I
I
try
got
to do it every month.
Well,
Every
I
month
thought you had a
I
PlayStation
Yeah.
4 Pro.
one,
No, I
you
think
don't have to
that's the
worry about
network.
that because we got a terabyte, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I got a terabyte.
Well, I
I
meant
got a
for the,
terabyte.
I meant for those broadcasters
No,
on
I
the
think
show.
I got 2 terabytes. I got 2 terabytes. I changed the hard drive on my system.
Oh, look at me.
sorry.
I'm an
No.
engineer.
I cannot hear
electrical,
What did you say?
electrical engineer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but so is Rayman Legend like a kid game?
It's a
Or-
platformer, yeah. It's like Crash Bandicoot.
It's dude, it was fun. I had a lot of fun in the beginning, and then it got super hard. So I
Yeah.
quit playing it.
So I was gonna say, man, that was gonna be my next question. Would you?
But for a free
do you-
game, that game's fun.
You know what? Download it. I mean, I'd say it's worth the
Download
download.
and try it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's free. Doesn't hurt.
Well, I was thinking for more of my son.
Yeah,
you know,
try
he's
it.
8.
I mean, it's
Oh
it's-
yeah, you'll probably definitely like it too. But dude, it got hard even for me. Like, I mean, don't
Oh,
get me wrong,
wow.
I'm not a gamer or nothing, but dude, that game definitely got hard at one point.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we will see you next week for another episode of the No Name Crew podcast.
Yeah,
I think that's what we're just gonna call ourselves the No Name Crew.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to the podcast with no name.
Yeah.
No, it's everybody. How about this? Next time, everybody bring a name, and we vote.
No, I've already made logos for the No Name
Dude.
Crew, an intro for the
Yeah,
No Name
no
Crew.
name sounds fine to me.
Yeah, no name. Yeah, it's cool. with me too.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
So are we signing off? Or are you guys
We are signing off. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll
This
catch
was
you guys
185. Peace out.
Peace out. So, I am just the IT guy. You can find me on Twitch, Mixer, also as well. More mainly on Mixer. So I'll be streaming like every other weekend. So.
And
Hey.
there.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck Twitch."
I'm Evil. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I will eventually move to Mixer, maybe, because I just started an account there. So
I think
twitch.tv/evilspec.
YouTube does it too.
Yeah, I'm Juan Palau and I don't do anything.
Bum. Just kidding.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
All right, peace.
Later, guys.
Later.